All right, so Bitcoin is hovering at 67K. Gonna refresh the page real quick and get this going. Looks like we didn't have the signals there, so let's give this a quick second. All right, so you can see that we fell into a really good strong support range in the low 60,000s, just above 60K, and we held that line for quite some time. We did get pushed into it quite deep. From signal starting around 65K to obviously the low of like in the mid 60s. So about a $5,000 move into what is massive support, and as we moved our way out of this region, you can see that the gold mine signals lit up, remaining consistent with this support at this horizontal. You can see, and even this horizontal right here that I'm drawing in. Let me bring out a ray. So you can see that all this support that we had here as we started climbing out, it did manage to stay pretty consistent. All the support down here, it got more strong in favor of the bulls. This ratio of buyers bids to asks, obviously strongly in favor of the bids, seen also here in the aggregated spot, aggregated perp markets. So as we pushed down into this territory, we did have consistency, which bought our way out of this. I do think that this is the price floor for now, and I like what I'm seeing. We'll go to the daily here in just a sec, but as we do climb out, there was a pretty strong destruction of sell side resistance. Um, Being that there was so much support here, it is very interesting to see such a domination of sell side resistance appearing now in the high 68 the high 60s, so our 68K range here, topping out and pulling back to a 66.2 mark with support signals along the way. So we do appear to be in a channel with some pretty just very strong support down here and some pretty heavy overhead resistance. You can also see here in the book there's a lot at the top end. 67.2, we're talking about 22 million bucks, in Bitcoin, and up to 67.5, a pretty significant amount of corn there. And you can see that the buy side is still very illiquid below a certain point. Even now, we're talking 65.5 is probably our last significant spot before things start falling off pretty quick, and we just have a massive zone without much liquidity at all. So that's how things are looking now. And you know what? I should click on. I'm gonna go over to some comments here. See a couple. Uh, Mark 190. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't think till after the halving. One hacks, Leonhard. What's up, guys? When trader indicator available? If you have trader and you have VIP, uh, s- um, VIP, GIGATREND, and all that stuff, DM me and I'll make it available. Endless dead cat bounce. I don't really think this was a dead cat bounce, or I guess what part of this process are you referring to as a dead cat bounce? I don't think all this has been a dead cat bounce. You know, I don't see that. Um, Looking at the daily, just to point out and reiterate some points we were making yesterday. Oh, come on. Um, you could see that where we checked and were supported was an area where we had spent about 6 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, maybe a week with a check in play. So we did get supported by a region where we did have some previous price discovery, just below our previous all-time high. So we are being supported in this region, but it's only on 5-day support, so I don't think this is going to last forever. I think next bear market, we probably come back down to the 40K range, something like that. Is this going to happen pre-halving, post-halving? I'm inclined to think that the bull market is on and that we probably mostly go sideways, being so close to the halving, and from there we probably mostly go up. Feels like it should dump, but I don't see how it can, so sideways for a while. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing. I'm seeing sideways for a while. Again, this is like a 7-day, let's say, support range of price discovery that upheld this current move overall to the upside and supported the crash to the downside. Pretty steep moves down, ending with the probably the biggest, steepest 8.39% on the day, and followed by a 9.53% on the day candle up. So yeah, I think this is it. I don't think we really do much. I think if anything it's sideways or sideways and up into the halving and post halving. Um, Pops, what's up, man? ETF outflows yesterday, but we bounced back up. ETF and GBTC. Um, yeah, I guess I don't really have much to say on that. I mean, I think always that narratives are going to be used to manipulate the market. So I would just remain pretty constantly bullish here. And every few $1,000s that we move down, I would want to have limit orders in the book. Probably something to prepare for further upside continuation. I think that's the most likely scenario. Expect liquidity above uh, around 71.5 to be taken. Should have a buy tomorrow morning at 64.5, maybe. We do have support at the 66K range, so I'm just not convinced of anything. Let's take a quick look at GigaTrend on the 4 hour, see what it has to say. We did see that the daily closed out along. So we're still in a closed long position on the GigaTrend daily. So support off the 200 4 hour, rejection off the 50. Let's take a look at the moving averages on the daily again. Still pretty far away from all that. Yeah, so yeah, let's see here. Yeah, the 71.5 thing though, I mean, let's just look at the book. It gets pretty illiquid above 70K. I think we're just dealing with a fair fight right now. Burden of proof is still on the bulls. They are clearly here to support the price. Are they here to do much more? We'll find out. But that's what will at least create a channel. You know, I don't think that there's going to be a massive sell-off. Probably probably would have happened already. Taking a note at the current scenario here in the order book, we do have a flipping of the aggregator spot market, so this is kind of a fair fight, as well as a really tight band here on aggregator perps. So it does look like people are losing a bit of confidence in the price of Bitcoin right now, perps especially. They were very bullish for quite some time, and now we're talking a very small dominance in the market for the bulls. So I think it's possible that we range for a little bit. If we come back here, band will probably widen up. Come back to the low 60s, band will probably widen up. Both bands will probably widen up. So for now, I think it's a channel. Unless something really bad happens to the narrative, I think we're in a good looking channel here. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing there. Let's take a look back over here. Okay, so the long-term stuff has been evaluated. Our Solana trade closed long. We're waiting a new one on the 4 hour. We'll have to take note of that when it does come. And looking over here at the uh, PAPE, we're still in a closed long position, a massive profit. So this one was good, awaiting the next. I do think that we are starting to channel out for a bit. And then looking at something like Shiba Inu, which did have a large market response to Bitcoin's upside action, this year so far. Starting to fizzle out a bit. What was previously kind of a descending triangle horizontal. Let me draw this in for you all. Something like this has now become a point of resistance, and we are making some kind of weird situations here, lower lows, but then, we fight for a position, a higher low here after a lower high, but then we popped pretty good. So I think the market is widely dependent on whatever Bitcoin does. So going sideways, I think, is probably good for Bitcoin. For the rest of the market, I'm not so sure. I think there will be more profit takers in some of these alts. But yeah, that's kind of how I'm seeing things. So yeah, just doing a quick update for you guys. Go to sazanalytica.com, join the Discord channel, and check out the VIP for 2 weeks for free. You get all the signals directly to the Discord. You get alerts. You get my personal daily analysis as well, and GigaTrend, and yeah, you guys, it's great. Why don't you check it out? 2 weeks free. All right, everyone. Well, you have a great day, great evening where you are. One final question. Do I think we're going lower than 60K for now, I mean, it appears not. I mean, we have a lot of support, and I don't want to underestimate that. So for now, I would say below 60K is certainly possible, but is it probable? We did have a lot of support, and I'm seeing a lot of support still here in the book. So I think that and even looking at this now, 66K support. So I think we support above 60K, and a narrative can obviously change that. But for now, I think that we're playing ball above 60K, below 70K. So that's how I see things. So I hope you guys all have a fantastic day, fantastic night, wherever you are. Much love to you all. Thanks so much for the continued support, and I'll catch